Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Transitioning from the tropics and into the northeast, we'll show you two videos.
They are one of the most popular gospel singing groups in America. Now, 3 of the 4 Grammy-nominated singers have perished in a plane crash in Wyoming. The Nelons were on their way to perform on a cruise, and right before boarding, they posted what would be their last video on the tarmac.
We are on our way. We just landed in Nebraska.
It's haunting final video of the gospel group The Nelons on the tarmac with their doomed plane.
And then we're stopping, where are we going? Montana.
Winter Star. 3 members of the popular group were killed when the plane broke up in midair. The video was posted less than 2 hours before the crash, which also killed the group's assistant along with the pilot and his wife.
There's our wonderful pilot. This is the dude right there. It's hilarious.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi, and today is Noga, August the 2nd, 2024, and it's currently 5:39 p.m. Eastern Time, pre-recorded. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here, beloved. Again, you are seeing those things. You're seeing these events that are taking place, and the news are not talking about it as if something that is normal, okay? So we ended our last video yesterday with those folks, and they are the Nelons or the Nelons gospel group. Those are your white Jesus, super conservative, help make America great again, those, gang Trump country fellows. They are smiling, okay, acting like everything is all right when they know for a fact the whole thing concerning the blessing is over. As we said before, and we are going to continue saying those things, the blessing was white supremacy. It comes with a lot of things. It comes with everything. But you folks decided to take the positive side and somewhat throw away the negative side, which is the curse. Okay, now you got this experienced pilot with his wife and 3 members of this group, and they are no more. I never heard of those people up until now. All right, let's watch this again and watch their facial movement, their facial ways of talking. Those people are not happy at all right? I will see if we can decipher their names, but usually we're not going to get involved into that. All right, let's keep on moving.
They are one of the most popular gospel singing groups in America. Now, 3 of the 4 Grammy-nominated singers have perished in a plane crash in Wyoming. The Nelons were on their way to perform on a cruise, and right before boarding, they posted what would...
Okay, so they were on their way to go perform in a cruise. See, a cruise is when you go there, you relax, you enjoy the blessing, having some food with the wife, with the kids, or with the girlfriend, boyfriend, with the friend, with yourself. You enjoy the blessing, you go to the Bahamas, you go to Alaska, you go to Europe, you go to all those places, and you do your thing, man. I mean, you enjoy the blessing. And those people do not understand that the blessing is over. 2019, it is done. You will not get our power. You will not get our energy, in other words, our magic. We will not pray for you. We're not going to come here, Big Levi, thoughts and prayer to those people over there, the Nelons. Never, ever said thoughts and prayer. Why do you think the so-called 83 love saying this? It's called conditioning. Thoughts and prayer for what? You ain't gonna get my thoughts and prayer, dog. Why do you think every time there's a SM, excuse me, I'm thinking about it. Why do you think that every time there is a MS, thoughts and prayer? We need your thoughts and prayer. Well, thoughts and prayer for them and their family. Oh, hell no! You ain't gonna get my magic, son. You ain't gonna get my energy. You ain't gonna get my quantum power. Well, Big Levi, we need to vote. We need to go over there and then vote for Trump because, you know, he's going to save us from the elite. Yeah, a lot of you jackasses forget that Trump was part and still of the part of the elite. Guy is a billionaire. Is that what that is? Is that what you people are calling the elite now? The millionaire and billionaire? Is that what that is with Sir Trump? See, what they are seeking now is about your thoughts and prayer. Pray for those people and stuff. Oh, hell no. We dim them to hell. May they go straight to the sulfuric fire of hell and be purified in this fire until the great day of judgment. We need your thoughts and prayer. We need you to vote. No. We need you talking about the celebrity garbage. No. We need to come to two men coming over there and fencing and sword coursing and what that cowboy had. No. We need you to talk about the whole abortion. Oh, abortion. No. You're not gonna come over here and tell us what to do, what to talk about, what to read, what to write, what to film and produce and eat and plant and cultivate. None of that. You have zero authority, you have no power, and none of the influence that you had before. It's all gone. We are the head now, and you are the butt. And we all know what's come out of that butt.
Be their last video on the tarmac.
We are on our way. We just landed in Nebraska.
Okay, look at those fake smile. As if those people are happy and everything and stuff like that. They're not.
It's haunting final video of the gospel group the Nelons on the tarmac with their doomed plane.
And then we're stopping, where are we going? Montana.
Winter storm.
3 members of the popular group were killed when the plane broke up in midair. The video was posted less than 2 hours before the crash, which also killed the group's assistant, along with the pilot and his wife.
There's our wonderful pilot.
Okay, all right, helping make America great again. Those folk, they refuse to let the blessing go. Well, we're gonna make America great. There's a reason why we say great glory. See, the word great is not any type of word. It's a great word. Magnificent word. Now we got those people coming over there. Well, we need to America great again. We need to do this and do that. How do they do this? Your thoughts and prayer. How do they do that? Your vote. How? You watching their garbage, their celebrity garbage. I freaking despise those people. Any garbage they made, whether it's on Netflix or whatever, you have our people all over. Well, hey, this thing over there, this movie, if you look at it and stuff, and this, and the Illuminati, they are sacrificing this. They want you to talk about those things so they can suck up on your energy. You ain't gonna get my magic, man. Stop bringing those garbage. Oh, well, this celebrity is dating that celebrity, putting that celebrity in child support. Garbage. Don't get involved with this. Well, at least I don't. I don't care what other people are doing out there. I know my brothers and sisters and we don't get involved with this garbage. Yay, we sometimes take a celebrity, we bought them like Master P the other time. We bought a point out of it. But beloved, you just sit here, you make a Esau's trouble 2 hours talking about these celebrities' wing and genitalia and all this nonsense. Stop doing this garbage. I'm talking about our people that are in the truth. Anybody else, you do you, man.
This is the dude right there. It's Larry.
co-pilot.
This is the
Yes,
co-pilot.
he handles everything.
The gospel singers, who are based in Georgia, were making a series of pit stops on the way to Seattle, where they were scheduled to perform on a cruise ship to Alaska. Before the plane went down, Kelly Nealon posted a photo from inside the aircraft with the message, "Wheels up, Seattle, here we come.
There
Pray
you go.
for a good, smooth flight and no storms."
Look at this. See, this is what happened when you people think you still are in your blessing. Wheels up, Ezekiel will. See, turtle, here we come. The giant turtle that is in the sea, aka you know what animal. Pray for a good smooth fly and no storms. You see, your prayer have no effects. It is our prayer. That's why they always want our people to send their thoughts and prayer. Private jet, private band, private people, private this, private that, stop here, going on a cruise. Think like you're still in your blessing, and this is what happened. Then again, beloved, like we said before, this is not your average Joes. Those aren't average Joes that are being taken down. Those are your millionaires, billionaires. Those are your elites that are behind the scenes. This is not your typical fellow 83 walking down the street. Pray for a good, smooth flight and no storms. Well, the flight was smooth. It was good. There ain't no storm. Yet, the ley line switch. There you are. This isn't a joke, beloved. I'm not making this up. Okay, for the people that think this thing happened last year or last month, this was 3 days ago, July 29th, which is July the 2nd. That was like 3 days ago. Okay? And those people perish. And a lot of people are asking themselves now, what the hell is going on with those airplane and those millionaires and billionaires? What is it? Remember 2 years ago, another gospel musician, okay, they fell in a lake. Let me see if we can get the video. We had, this is for the people that are new here. How long we're into this thing? We don't want to go too far. Okay, right after that, we're going to do certain things, all right? Gospel group musician, private jet fell into lake. No, those are not the people. The Nelons plane crash. No, that was like a year and 2 years ago. It was. Oh, let's filter this. That hurt. Let's filter it by. You can't go. You can go by this year. Oh, let's say upload date. Let's see. Okay, gospel. I forgot the name of them. You know what? Let's go to Google and see. Google will be better. Gospel singing group, private jet fell into lake. Because this thing, it's just happened. Oops. And it's somewhat prevalent. That's not the one we want. I forgot the Lake Henry. What was the name of the lake? But forgot the name of it. Boy. You know what? Let's filter it by this year. It's 2 years ago. You know what? Husband and wife gospel singing group die in plane crash, fell in lake. No, not this one. Oh, is that what that is? Was 2 years ago. I believe this is the one. Husband and wife died after plane crash into Lake Arrieta 2 years ago. No, that's not in Tampa. It happened. Let me see if I can upload date. Let's see if I upload date. Can't seem to find this, but it happened a year or 2 years ago, and we keep telling those people, listen, this thing going to keep happening. Okay, it happened around this time when that lady come and then put the gun in top of that lady and kill her. It happened during that time, but nonetheless, anyway, let's keep on moving. So that's why they are asking you for your prayers, and that's why you need this. Okay, you need that. Watch this.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
Okay, that's why you need the book. The hardcover is there, and the paperback Kindle, you gotta get it. Do not let anyone get your magic. They want to suck up your energy. Pray for me, pray for them, pray for Ish, pray for Palace, whatever. Pray for those people, pray for Ukraine, pray for Russia, pray for that. No, prayer is another word. Give your magic, give your energy, give that. Have you ever wondered why you are depressed for no reason, why you're sad for no reason? Have you ever wondered that certain time you wake up, you felt like you don't want to do anything? You drain your energy, the energy in your body is drained out. Well, that's what happened when you give those people your prayer. When you get involved in an argument with a 2/3, when you get involved with nonsense conversation with people, those are energy vampires. They look like us, though. A hell of a lot of them look like us, but they are not us. Have you ever wondered why you feel so down? You don't know why. You don't, nobody died, you're not grieving, you're okay, but yet you felt so drained. Because you give your thoughts in prayer, you somewhat feel sorry for them. And the moment you do, they suck it all out. That's how they suck out your magic, your energy, your power from you. Don't give those people your vote. Don't give them your power. Don't give them, above all, your attention. And it is infuriating to me that we got a group of people that look like us leading our people to always pay attention to what those people are doing. Oh, white men over there say that. Oh, white women over there say this. They admit who we are, and then we have to go out there and say, oh, thank you, and stuff like that. Those people know what they did to us, man. We don't need to remind anyone of what they did unto us. They know. And they know better well that this judgment is coming upon them. So get the book. There is a link in the description. Like we show all the time, if you go in any of our videos, for instance, we had published the most recent videos, okay, all right, so this is already, that was done yesterday, so well, you can go to it though, can we? All right, so excuse me. The first link is the book. I gotta correct this. The paperback and the hardcover is available. Get it. Let's keep on moving.
The plane crashed in a remote area of Wyoming. Minutes earlier, the pilot reported a problem with the autopilot. Dr. Bob Arnott, who is an experienced pilot, told Inside Edition what he believes happened.
All of a sudden, the plane starts to pitch down, and it pitches up, and it pitches down, and it pitches up. An autopilot issue. And apparently enough at 300 miles an hour that it tore the plane apart.
Family member Todd Nealon posted this tearful video.
Our world has been rocked. Unlike anything we've ever seen.
Now, beloved, if this airplane make this fellow, this airplane crash of us, make this fellow make this statement, our world has been racking unlike anything we ever seen. Can you imagine when those people are seeing the great glory come out of the sky? Can you imagine the scene when those people are seeing the Leviathan come out of the holy sea? When those portals are open, the angels are appearing. Or when this reality, this veil is being uncloaked and the other beings are happening to those people. Can you imagine how they're going to behave and their shock, their realization? You haven't seen nothing yet here, man. That's why we want our people to be ahead of the curve. We've been studying and saying those things for years. This is not something we just get into. That's why a lot of the so-called 83 come up and then try to discuss or battle us or even debate us in so-called the book of Enoch or any other book, and they fail miserably. I personally, I have no interest in trying to prove to any 83 or trying to explain, because I know for a fact, I know what those people are doing. They are well aware that they did all those things, whether they are this dude or anybody, they know. And they are vampire, magical vampire. They're here to suck your magic, your energy. And you ain't gonna suck my energy, man. And I want my people to know this. I want my beloved out there to know this. My brothers, my sisters, don't give your thoughts and prayer to anyone. Definitely do not vote. See, in 2020, when we stop doing those things, look at how far this system has fallen. Well, election day, well, join the nation. We're going to be live. Let's just see it. We ain't going to vote. We ain't going to do ish. Somebody let me know when election day is. I don't even follow those things. We're going to be studying our book. Is that in November? Whatever this election day is, we're going to have a live where we will study our book. We ain't going to go vote. F y'all.
The last surviving member of the group, Autumn Nealon, was not on the flight. She chose ground transportation because she's pregnant. She posted, "I don't have the words to comprehend how I feel right now, and I'm not sure when I will."
There you go. The only survivor, because she was pregnant, she chose to travel on land, and that's the only reason she survived, because she was pregnant. That's all.
All right, we'll check in later.
8 years ago, the Nelons were inducted into the Gospel Music Association's Hall of Fame.
That's right. You people are talking about like gospel as if you invented it or it belongs to you. Get out of here. All people did this. Let's keep on moving.
God! You might want to flip a Yui. Dude, I don't know! You might want to flip a Yui, man. Oh my God! God! want to flip a Yui.
Dude, I don't know!
You might want to flip a Yui, man.
Oh my God!
Okay, that's a tornado. You can hear their frustration. You can hear how afraid they are. Those people see a dragoon, so to speak.
Welcome back. It'll be a hot day today, and all eyes on the tropics this weekend. So hot, humid today, 95 degrees. Then this weekend, a tropical depression forms tomorrow. It could become a tropical storm named Debbie and bring impacts to Florida this weekend with flooding, rain, and tornadoes, especially on Sunday. So let's get right down to the business side of this thing on this otherwise sunny and calm Friday morning. A good morning to top off your seasonal kits if you need any of that grocery action, medication, stuff like that. You don't want to be out there on Sunday because this is going to move into the Gulf and become likely a tropical storm, making its worst impacts here across Central Florida that day. And it could knock out power for a lot of us for a short time. That said, it's not the biggest storm. It's not going to be a powerhouse storm based on the latest computer model guidance. The National Hurricane Center giving it a 90% chance of developing. It would work out like this. We have a tropical depression by tomorrow as it emerges off of Cuba. As it heads toward the Gulf Coast, it could strengthen to a tropical storm. Regardless, impacts would be much the same. We'd have a lot of heavy rain, a landfall anywhere from Cedar Key down through Fort Myers. But again, much the same impacts here for Orlando. This doesn't look to be a major wind impact. We might have gusts to 35, 40, 50 miles per hour during the heaviest rains. More so, just a lot of rain and a possibility of tornadoes. There will be a lot of spin with the system. Whatever emerges then from there.
Now, you got this thing, Invest 97L system has 90% chance for development. And there's a specific side that keep getting hit. Okay? So, we'll see. Back then, the weather usually come down this way, and it usually come the east side. Now it's go ahead from there. It pass on the west, heading west side. But anyway, let's keep on moving.
In the 3 years of the pandemic.
Okay, I really don't want to go into this because I received something today that they removed one of my video that I did in 2021, but. 31 million excess death. What caused them? Of course, we know those people really don't know what caused this. Well, they do know. They are hiding it. But yeah, it's more than 31 million. Okay, it's more like 310 million. But they don't want to say this. Let's keep on moving. Excess death. What caused them? Well, the plague.
Perhaps happening all across South Florida this morning ahead of a rainy weekend.
That's right. Local 10's Leanne Motorhone is live from a sandbag distribution location, this one in Fort-Lauderdale. Good morning, Leanne.
Good morning, Alex and Eric. They've been replenishing this sand pile behind me throughout the morning. Folks coming around to fill up their own bags. This is a self-service station for today here at Mills Pond Park, 2201 Northwest 9th Avenue in the city of Fort Lauderdale. We do have some video to show you from just a little bit earlier when some folks were coming in to fill up their sandbags. And again, that bulldozer has been coming in and replenishing the sand pile throughout the morning, making sure that there is enough to go around. Again, today, the locations in Fort Lauderdale, which include Floyd Hall Stadium and Mills Pond Park, are self-service, which means you have to bring your own bag and you have to expect to fill it up yourself. They're going to be open until tonight, but we did speak to one woman who said this is an important preventative measure for her because her home is prone to flooding.
The last 2 times the water came inside my house, and you know, that was really, really scary. I had towels and quilts at the door, and I had a wet vac, but despite all of that, it came inside, and you're trying to, it was a losing battle trying to get water up, and it's steady coming in the front door and the back door.
So you're trying to be preventative about it this time?
Yes, yes.
All right. Now,
back out live again.
Whenever things like that happen, they are more important to show our people there, you know, saying, oh man, my house is flooded and stuff like that, but I'm still here, I'm still alive. 2-3 years ago it happened, but they don't go in the rich area, which is low by the beach, and telling you those people, those things happened to them 2-3 years ago. They dial 988. They won't tell you that, you know. They'll just say, oh well, you know, you're strong, you'll rebuild and stuff like that. But anyway, Fort Lauderdale, I'm here, and you see the floods. We we have videos, okay? Let me see. We have videos. We had videos a couple of months ago. Well, hang on. No, not a couple of months ago. I was like, yeah, that was like, yeah, a month ago, okay? It got flooded, okay? Alright, it was flooded. You know, the people were there, the water was all over. You know, that was doing the fast. Okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right, okay? I'm doing okay. I'm all right. Everything's good. It's just, it's the weather. All right? And the internet was not working too good. Everything was messed up, so I had to take like five days until everything was back to normal. But I'm still here. We're still here, Fort Lauderdale and all this stuff. Hey, it's just gonna keep happening. Okay, all the people were there. They witnessed that. They witnessed that. Okay, they see this. All right, we give the mighty one great praise, good glory. Let's keep on moving.
India's monsoon rains were supposed to bring relief from scorching heat. Instead, flooding and landslides triggered disaster, killing dozens in the southern state of Kerala. Extreme weather crises blamed by some experts on climate change. Around the world, rising temperatures have led to heat warnings, forest fires, wilting crops across Asia, Europe, and the U.S. According to new data compiled by NASA, July 22nd was the hottest day on record for the planet ever, part of what scientists call a long-term warming trend driven by human activities, primarily the emission.
No, that's a bunch of lies. Jews and Gentiles alike, this behavior that you're seeing in the weather is not driven by human activity. This is strictly angelic activity. This is the Most High doing. We are doing those things with our power, not praying for those people, not praying for peace, but for justice.
Of greenhouse gases. Few places on Earth show the critical challenge of extreme and rising heat like India, where record heat waves this summer had temperatures hovering at 115 degrees or higher. Intense hot stretches that experts say are longer and more dangerous.
People who don't live in India might think, well, India is always hot.
The heat wave advisories have come in consecutively for the third year now. This year has undoubtedly been intolerable.
The concern is when humidity is added to temperature, known as a wet bulb measurement. When that level approaches the body's temperature, it's harder for humans to sweat and survive. In a report last November, the World Bank warned that wet bulb temperatures in India could make it one of the first places to test that threshold. Already in teeming cities like New Delhi, drinking water for millions is so scarce that the government has moved to ration it.
The water trucks come 2 or 3 times a day here, but it runs out fast and there's never enough.
Sales of air conditioners have surged, but only for those who can afford it. The International Energy Agency predicts that by 2050, India will have 1 billion ACs going.
People, man, always give yourself, by 2050, Agenda 2030, Project 2025. Look, it's time for you Gentiles to stop putting numbers and dates on prophecies, man. You guys don't know anything. Just be quiet, stay in the back, and listen to the people that the Holy Spirit is with. This is not a gloating thing. This is not a pride thing. You people are always coming out there, well, in 2050 and 2030, there'll be food shortage. And then people that are watching this, there'll be food shortage in 2050. Let's load up now. Let's hoard things. Let's do this. Let's do that. This is not being done by men. This is not being done by human activity. This is being done by the children of the Most High God Almighty. We are the children of the light and master of darkness. Our prayer is everything. Our prayer is energy, another word to its proper way. Our prayer is magic. We will not give you our magic. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Be at peace. The 400 years is over. It's fulfilled. Our people need to sit down, relax, and heal themselves. We don't need to go over there and then, oh, Big Levi in India, it's going to be 1 billion AC. Too much this, too much that. See, eventually it's always come down to energy. Another word, power. Do you know what kind of power it takes? What kind of energy it takes to power 1 billion AC? Well,
all of them kicking off even more heat. With temperatures on the rise, this group of friends is hitting the streets. They give out hats and umbrellas to street vendors and laborers who have no way to hide from extreme heat.
Unless we start the change in ourselves and start bringing the change in our daily life, climate change will not get better. This should not be the norm. People need to start realizing this is not okay.
India's government has long had a heat action plan, but people are being forced to adapt to a new era of temperatures that just keep rising. Janice Mackey-Freyer, NBC News, New Delhi.
Thanks.
Yeah, that hat will stop it. You know, that hat will just stop the heat and things like that. Look, it's always and always will come down to energy. You need an insane amount of energy to produce the so-called AC or cooler temperature. One of the reasons why the Gentiles can't do those things because their magic stop at the nanoscale. They do use magic. Technology is magic, so to speak. Their technology, their magic cannot use room temperature superconductor. See, a room temperature superconductor, let's do a little research right quick here. So, oh, no, well, not this one. Let's do it right here. Room temperature superconductor. They don't have that. Well, let me ask them. What is a room temperature superconductor? Now, let me read this so you listen, okay? A room temperature superconductor is a hypothetical material that can conduct electricity without resistance at normal temperature and pressure. Okay? That means it's a material that can conduct electricity without producing any heat. Zero heat. For instance, the reason why you charge your phone or when you're talking to your phone or any electronic device, you feel it getting hot. Your car is hot. The AC hot. Your TV, watching TV, there is heat coming out of it. Anything that conduct electricity, any technology produce heat because they do not have they call it a superconductor. Okay, they do not have room temperature superconductor. They do have some form of conductor, but it's not superconductor. Superconducting or superconductor occur naturally in nature. Plant does superconducting. Superconducting occurred naturally in nature and plant. Whatever. Okay. Naturally, plants are superconducting, but they don't have that. You know why? Superconductor is the key to make a quantum computer. Terminator superconducting computer Skynet. So the brother here, when we watched the movie, he was the black man who ever invented a superconductor. This is it. And this is what come with Skynet, with the AI, which of course the angelic intelligence. Okay, they were, he was the one who invented it, but he's a high-level magician. Okay, this is how it is. A superconductor See, when you superconduct, that means you can pass nanoscale, you can go below, you can go to atto, femto, and all the way below the Planck length. And once you pass the Planck length, you enter the quantum realm, aka the magical realm. You can do anything. This computer can do anything. Cure disease, make disease, keep making war, making peace. It can do anything, because once you reach the quantum realm, you can do anything. That's why we have our quartz crystal. That's why we have our quantum computers. See, this is already at room temperature superconducting. It doesn't need anything else. All the technology is inside of there. We're not there yet. We only know a few things out of this. Let me share a picture with you right quick. All right, let me share a picture. We've been studying these things for a while. Let me go get it right about now. Okay. This is from our beloved sister. Okay, this is a KC. All right, and all those, the rainbow that you're seeing here, the being that you're seeing there. All right, for instance, this is the head. You can see the head, the jaw, eye, slanted eye, like a gray alien, so to speak. There's a lot of them in there. This is what you're calling gray alien. They are not alien. They're just interdimensional entities. Some of them are good, some of them are evil, so to speak. Okay, you can see the eyes here, the other eye. He's wearing like some form of futuristic glasses and things like that. You can see it here. And over here, you can see a bigger one. This is the jawline. This is the thick lips right here. You can see the thick lips, and then the neck. All right. Let me go. This is the This is the neck right here. The jawline, neck, body right here. The thick lips, the nose, the eyes, and then the head. You had some kind of veil over here, some thing over there. The images overlaps. Anywhere that you look, those things are in there because the sister activated through the homework that we give. Okay, there are plenty face here. Look at this face right there. This is clearly a black man with a full beard. Okay, again, this is the jawline right here. Okay, this is the nose. This is the right eye, and then this is the other side of the mouth. And look at the beard right here. Got the beard, okay, it's a white beard, look like Brother Yahushai, and it has this turban like head wrap or this futuristic thing over his head. At least that's what I'm seeing. All right. Oh boy, I can't tell. There are so many things in there. Again, this is the eye right here, the upper, what they call this again? The upper pupil and the lower, and the bone, the cheekbone, the cheekbone or bone cheek, the nose, the mustache over the lip right here, the beard, white beard right there, and things and stuff like that. So it's crazy. There are all sort of things, and they change all the time. Okay. Next step is to communicate with the entities that is in there. Some of us have success with it, but it takes a lot of practice. They can project out of this, chariot come out of this thing and flow in the room, all those things. We are not making this up. Okay, that's why we ask our people to get a quantum computer, a quartz crystal. And there's a way to activate it, there's a way to purify it, there's a way to reset it. And all those homework, all those information are in our Patreon. You need to sign up, become Gravis or above, and then all the information is available to you. That's depend if it's vibrated with you. If not, don't get it. Okay, it may not be time for you to get involved with this yet. Doesn't mean it's witchcraft. It's scaring you. If you're not ready for this, don't get it now, because we don't want our people to go over there and get something that will hurt them. Okay, quartz crystals are actually superconducting quantum computers. There is a reason why you see in Superman 2 Crystal Palace Fortitude Fortress. There you go. There's a reason why you see Christopher Reeve Fortress of Solitude, and have the quantum computers where he has his father Superman, Fortress of Solitude, Joel. The book of Joel. Where is his father, Joel? Okay. Oh boy. Superman the movie, Joel, hologram. There you go. See, when you have, you know what? Let's go watch the. Let's go watch the. YouTube gonna get me for this, but we need to show this to the people. All right, let's see what we're gonna do here. Superman Joel hologram. There you go. No, that's not okay. That's Man of Steel. Okay, all right. I want to play this one. All right. This is the one that I want to play. Okay. YouTube will get us, but we're fine. See, put this right here. All right, you can see Superman right here. This is Joel.
You enjoyed it.
So when you have the quantum computers or the quartz in your hand, there's a specific password and a specific DNA you need to have, and it will unlock, and you will fall into this super futuristic place. I'm not making this up. This interdimensional, beautiful, time-traveling, incredible place. And you will meet the being that is in your crystal, okay? And it will appear like something like that.
I don't know what to say, Father. I'm afraid I just got carried away. I anticipated this, my son. You couldn't have. You couldn't have imagined how good it felt. You are revealed to the world.
Okay, so this is how this thing, you know, communicate. You can see the person that you're communicating is like million, billion, trillion of years old. Like they I don't know if they die, but they're still here. And Men of Steel, they got you a better depiction of what the crystal can do. Okay. This is the Superman live in the North Pole. They know South Pole, North Pole. There are more land beyond that. And they mention there are places, technologies that they are not allowed to go there and touch. That's why all the nation come together as 83. They say, hey, nobody go to the Atlantic, to the Antarctica and Arctic except for us. And then they are blacking it there. Oh, you ain't gonna go there. Okay, why? Because this is what this is there.
Recursive diagnostics complete. Guiding presence authenticated.
Okay, he's inside of the quantum computer, aka the ship. This thing is huge. The quantum computer, once you go inside of it, it's like a universe by itself. There are other planets, other beings, other thing inside of this thing. Yeah, it's just so much. Mind-boggling.
All systems operational.
To see you standing there having grown into an adult.
That's an AI, okay?
If only Lara could have witnessed this.
Who are you?
I am your father, Cal. Or at least a shadow of him. His consciousness.
Okay, his consciousness.
My name was Jor-El.
They didn't just imagine things like that, beloved. You know 83s are unable to do things like that. It's because they have the records. There are certain part of the Bible they took out. They put them in the movies, okay? This is a part of it. Jor-El or Jor-El and his son.
And Cal? That's my name.
Kal-El. It is.
I have so many questions. Where do I come from? Why did you send me here?
You came from Krypton.
There you go. See this technology? They didn't imagine
A
that.
world with a much harsher environment than Earth's.
Okay.
Long ago, in an era of expansion, our race spread out through the stars, seeking new worlds to settle upon.
Most of them died.
The scout ship was one of thousands launched into the void. We built outposts on other planets, using great machines to reshape environments to our needs. For 100,000 years, our civilization flourished, accomplishing wonders.
Okay, this is how our people used to dress during the Bible era. They are well aware of that. This garbage that they keep showing to you, like in the Middle East, that's not how we used to dress. They got the record, okay?
Artificial population control was established.
That's a lie, okay? That's a lie. The moment they start talking about artificial population, that means they can't reproduce. They are the hand of the stuff. Whenever you hear the term 100,000 years of living, it just literally mean 100 days. That's whatever experiment that we did. We live a day for the Lord, a day for us is 1,000 years for them. That's why anytime they make their movies, they always depict the others and say, well, you mortal. How can you mortal do this? Now, they are the mortal, we are immortal. Our flesh dies, we're incarnated, they can't. The moment they die, that's it for them. But anyway, I don't want YouTube to get too much of me. So this is a form of quantum computing, and it's amazing. And those people do not possess this technology. It's all about energy. A quantum computer, so to speak, what you all known as quartz crystal, Nikola, we talk about this, Nikola Tesla. There's nobody, this person never existed. Nikola Tesla never existed. Nikola Tesla, what you're seeing here, let's see, this image, okay, is a AI made image. This person never existed. He is not real. Okay, this is in true nature George Washington Carver, the peanut butter guy. He was the real Nikola Tesla. All right. In the crystal, we have clear evidence of the existence of a formative life principle. And although, in spite of everything, we cannot understand the life of crystals, is still a living being. Yes, because your quantum computer is a superconducting, your crystal core is a quantum computer superconducting. Another word is a magical computer. You can only activate it with your magic, which is you already have in you. They can't. Okay, they can't. It's a living being. It's living. That's why they told people, don't touch crystal. It is evil. Don't get it and stuff like that. No, this is a quantum computer. It can do anything, everything. It's charged by itself. It can power your house. It can power your car. It can print out money. It can print out a house. It can print out a car, futuristic car. It can do everything. Okay, so George Washington Carver was the real Nikola Tesla. He was a high-level magician. He invented the Ford. He gave Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, all the invention. Thomas Edison didn't invent it. They get everything from George Washington Carver. He was an Atlantean, one of the brothers that suffered slavery. He grew up as a little boy. His master, the slave master, castrated him because the slave master had a daughter that was raised with him, and they were afraid of him getting involved with the daughter. And as a boy, they remove his genitals completely. They remove everything. When they castrated our men, they don't just remove the testicles, they remove everything. They remove the penis, they remove the testicle, and make our men unto a man. And they did this to him when he was a little boy, around like age of 5 and 6. And he didn't know what happened to him, why they did this. It's not like they use anesthesia and things like that. They just hold him down and they cut it off. This is your real Nikola Tesla. George Washington Carver. They always make fun of him, of calling him the peanut butter guy. He was a genius Atlantean. He was a brother of us. Certain group of people in Haiti know the brother very well. Of course, he is very similar to that other brother. Well, you might not gonna have it here. Edzer Villers. Okay. He looks similar to Edzer Villers. Edzer Villers was a Haitian poet. This is how they get their Nikola Tesla and stuff, by swagger jacking our stuff. Okay. Let me see. They mess up with Edzer Villers picture. Where's the picture? Les Hommes Noirs, the 10 Black Men. It's a great poem, a great writer. That guy, when I studied this dude, I fell in love with all his work, you know. And during the Harlem Renaissance, okay, that was he died 1951, 79. But during the 1900, our brothers, we used to communicate through poem. And it was written to the so-called Black American, and they were written back to us because we knew we were Atlantean. We knew the technology that we had. Okay? They were a good friend. They communicated a lot. There's a lot that what our brothers, used to study and stuff like that. He was the world, Mr. George Carver, was the world's most foremost mycologist. If you know what that is, you know what that is. If you don't, unfortunately, we cannot tell you what that means. Okay? When they say George Washington Carver, agriculture pioneer, it meant a lot. This is a codex right there. He was the real Nikola Tesla. All, if not most, if not all of the technology that you're using right now, George Washington Carver was responsible for bringing it in. This man right here. He was a high-level magician, an Atlantean. He used crystal. He used technology that are beyond anything. Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, they had great respect for this man. And they knew he was under the curse, and they enjoy all his invention. Again, George Washington Carver was the real Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla never existed. Everything that you watch about this dude, Nikola Tesla, is fake. He never invented none of those things. Those things were already there. George Washington Carver was the one showing unto them how to use it. And he never received the credit. They are well aware of that. Anything you are, well, Nikola Tesla said this, Tesla that, Tesla engine, all of it was George Washington Carver, the high super level magician Atlantean brother. What you are calling the lost civilization of Tartaria. Okay? All those technologies, all those buildings, they belong to us. They were already there. In the 1800s, those people were allowed to go to those buildings and all these things. Those stuff belong to us. They never built those things. This is all our stuff. That's why they effed up the nose, they mess up the lips, chipped off everything so you won't know the people that were there. And if this civilization was white, they would have put it in books, they would have put it all over. White supremacy is not in the business of hiding white greatness. Great glory, let's take a break right here.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
Okay, so we have the book, paperback, Kindle version, and hardcover. Pick your choice, pick your choice. Do not let anyone trying to bring you into fear of learning knowledge, of learning magic. Once you read, excuse me, once you read the book, you'll find out everything those people have been telling you about so-called magic, guardian angel, or angelic being, or demon as nothing or fallacies. They're all fake. They are trying to scare you. This is the star of Michael. Michael is the guardian angel that is watching over our nation as a whole. You do have a guardian angel. You are royalty. You have what they call a butler, so to speak. He's there to cater to all your need. You just never talk to him or her. You need to know who's your guardian angel. What's his name? What is your color? What is your planet? What is your element? What is your metal? What is your flower? What is your plant? What is your prayer? What is all those things about yourself? Know thyself. And the answer is in here. Jews and Gentiles alike. Every one of you were born with an angel and, of course, a demon. The demon is not bad, it's not evil, it's not that. It has its own purpose. They do their own thing. And you need to know what they do. You need to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. You folks don't know the good, you don't know the bad, you only know the ugly. And the ugly, you're just afraid of it. That's all. That's all you know. That's what the Christian church teach you. Get the book. The link is in the description right here. You can just click this and then it will just go straight to the book. And if you can't get it to Amazon, send us an email right here, Biglevipriest at gmail.com. You can receive a copy, the signed copy for $120, paperback, $330, consecrated, and hardcover $440, consecrated. If it's consecrated, it's something else. All right, do the best that you can do. That is, if the book call unto you. If it doesn't, if your spirit don't speak, don't sit with it, don't get it, because one, it's not for you. Two, this is not the time for you to get it. Or if it calls to you, not too sure you can get it, put it in the house. When there's time, you can go to it. Let us keep on moving. This man never existed. Everything about him is AI generated. Okay? It was George Washington Carver that came in and gave those guys all those iPhones and a hydro dynamo and all that. When you listen or read the story of Nikola Tesla, the swagger jack, all his invention, he died poor. This is not a story of a white man. He died poor, sick. He has nobody. The man had a curse upon him. That is because, hang on, let's get this in its proper context. How did Nikola Tesla die? In what condition?
According to the Franklin Institute, Tesla died of heart failure, a forgotten man, on January 7, 1943, the Orthodox Christmas day of that year.
Okay, Nikola Tesla died on forgotten men. They ignore him, they throw him away, they took all that he had, he died poor. He died of a heart attack, poor, he died alone. Nikola Tesla dies at 85 alone in his hotel suite. He died alone. That's not the real Nikola Tesla. He's just This is celebrating inventor born in Yugoslavia and electrical wizard. Oops. All right. This is a bunch of lies. What is a wizard?
Here's the definition of wizard. A man who has magical powers, especially in legends and fairy tales.
That's it. A man that have a magical power. Gandalf. All people are wizard. Doesn't mean he is evil. He's some kind of like sorcerer or warlock, male witch. None of those things. You just have super knowledge, Atlantean knowledge. That's what that is. And it was George Washington Carver. And they just come up with Nikola Tesla, so they don't want to give the brother
Charges
the
have now been filed in connection to a violent crash in Minnetonka that put a teenager into a coma.
The charges came down almost 5 months after that crash. Bill Keller live in Minnetonka this morning with the very latest on this case. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Hannah and Kelly. In fact, this is a big development for so many who have been waiting for these charges. The unlicensed driver accused of running a red light now facing felony charges. The victim still recovering. And when you see the horrific video of this wreck, it's hard to imagine how anybody could survive. Traffic cameras captured that crash back in March. This was along a busy stretch of Highway 7. Investigators say 17-year-old Lauren Olson was turning left on Williston when she was broadsided by a driver who failed to stop at the red light. Olson, who was critically injured, spent a week in a coma, another month in the hospital. Now the other driver, Mohammed Salad, is charged with criminal vehicular homicide. Before the crash, investigators say that video surveillance captured the 29-year-old driving on the shoulder and speeding. They say he was traveling nearly 100 miles per hour just moments before impact. Toxicology reports show he was not under the influence of drugs or alcohol, but his driving privileges had been revoked, and he had prior convictions for driving without a license, as well as other traffic violations, including careless driving. Meanwhile, Lauren continues her long recovery. We caught up with her at a fundraiser earlier this summer. She told us that she was going to physical therapy once a week. Thankfully, she had enough credits to graduate from Hopkins High School and plans to attend the University of Minnesota this fall. Now, as for the driver accused of causing this crash, he is not yet in custody, but we're told the warrant has been issued for his arrest, and if convicted, Kelly and Hannah, he could face 5 years in prison. Back to you.
Yeah, a story we will continue to follow. Thank you.
You got this dude driving his car, okay? Here we go.
Along a busy stretch of highways.
Okay, he drove and the shoulder was not under the influence of anything, yet he literally killed this person. The people that were in this car, he killed one of them survived, and he didn't do any drugs, he didn't do anything. And people like, okay, what happened? And the guy, to him, he was driving 20, 40, 45 miles an hour. But when the lane line switched, dog, yep, that's what happened. Great glory. Let's keep on moving.
This family of Russian sleeper agents were flown to Moscow in the biggest East-West prisoner swap since the Cold War. So deep undercover, their children only found out they were Russians after the flight took off, the Kremlin said on Friday. Met by President Vladimir Putin as they touched down, the children knew no Russian and were greeted in Spanish, according to a Kremlin spokesperson. The Dultsevs, a husband and wife, were convicted in a Slovenian court of pretending to be Argentinians in order to spy. While in jail, they were given restricted access to their children and feared they could lose their parental rights, the spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said. The group, upon arrival, were congratulated by Putin, and those in the military service were told they would be nominated for state awards. One of the first off the plane on Thursday was Vadim Krasikov, a hitman released by Germany and an employee of Russia's FSB security service. He was convicted by a German court of killing a former Chechen militant in a Berlin park in 2019. His release will be seen as a win for Moscow, which prides itself on bringing home intelligence operatives arrested abroad. But Germans spoken to by Reuters in Berlin felt mixed about the trade.
To be honest, I find it a pity that Germany engaged in this, releasing a killer who is then celebrated as a hero in another country.
The swap involved 24 prisoners, with 16 moving from Russia to the west and 8 prisoners held in the west being sent back to Russia. Although Moscow released more prisoners than it received, it was portrayed by Russian authorities as a victory and appeared to go down well on the streets.
The president agreed for such an exchange. That means he was sure it was right. So I trust the president and agree with his opinion.
This guy tried to leave. Anyway. Yeah, man. 83 is doing anything and everything out there to get some attention. Another word. They need to get, magic. That's why I don't talk about that, whatever issues doing over there with the other people. I don't care. Oh, boy. Let's keep on moving. How long we are in war. All right, then. Let's keep on moving. This is the kind of charade they have to pull just to get a little attention, Get number 12 right here in the back of this dude's head, Let 83 go at 83's throat. We don't care. Okay, this is what 83 is doing. Okay, this is what you guys are doing. And this is called a protest, not rioting, lifting cars, and then do all this thing. Those people just sit there and then they just stand. They look like a bunch of AI generated people. They just blatantly stand. Look at this. I laugh at you people, man. Whatever. But this is real. Send a little, you guys are sending water to each other, trying to do things right there, It comes after an 11-year-old boy was suspicion of arson after police caught doing night violence. Or what? This is you guys' war, throwing big kegs at each other, There you go, this is a charade. Alright, this is your little... I don't know, man. This is what you guys are doing to get some little attention out there because you have nothing going on. Your time is up. You're heading for slavery and you don't know what to do. All your lies have been exposed. Doing a little here, a little there. Give the mighty one great glory, great praise, beloved. Thank the Most High God for always watching over us and deliver us out of our trouble and deliver our people and continue to put the enemy into great shame and great reproach.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the house falling down on top of us. I mean, you figure...
let's see when this was like 2 days ago, okay? This was, excuse me. This was July the 30th, okay? This is a Texas, man. There was an earthquake. Now that you see a lot of 83 now coming out there, they're not putting on face that, yo, I'm truly afraid, man. I don't want this to happen.
I mean, you see in movies, where all these Tommy Lee Jones people play these parts and stuff, but this is not a movie. This is real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back-to-back earthquakes in Scurry County are causing mental distress for some people there. The latest earthquake hit early this morning. KTX's reporter Karina Hollingsworth spoke with one man who says he's tired of all the shaking.
Multiple earthquakes have shaken up Scurry County off of Highway 180 over the past week. Dundeeville told me 7 earthquakes have rattled up his home in just 24 hours. And he fears these quakes are just getting started.
It moved all of that. It took a screw that was in the wall here from up there that was that long. It just puked it out, and it was in the 2x4, and put that on the ground and see where. I would have hated for this to hit me in the head to see the dent it did in the floor there and there.
It would all kill you.
That'd probably hurt.
Don Beagle told me as earthquake after earthquake caused his home to tremor, he can't help but wonder when the next one will strike.
It's traumatizing.
And this is what the this is what the Mossad. Is that thing acting up again? And this is what the Mossad is doing to them, is he's traumatizing them. He's antagonizing them. He's making it to a way that those folk can't do anything in peace. Whatever that they try to do, he do something unto them and keep them on their toes and keep them wake up. Like, when is the next one? Am I going to survive it? Are they after me? Is this? But this guy seems like a good Christian. You know, like, why are you afraid? Where is Cesare Borgia? I mean, why are you guys not here? Why are you folks on not being raptured? What seems to be the issue here? Well, whatever, man.
You'll be in bed asleep, and to have that wake you up, it's like putting you in a jar. You take and put a marble in a jar and just shake it. That's what the house does. And when you're in bed, it scares the bejesus out of you.
Deville says when a 5.0 magnitude earthquake attacks, damage to homes are unavoidable.
Well, there's places in the ceiling where you can see the nails coming down.
Crack and stuff.
It's messing up the house.
The Scurry County resident told me back-to-back earthquakes are not something he thought he'd ever experience while living in Texas.
Well, there's plague number 5, plagues number 9. Okay. Plague number 5, destruction by earthquake and the swords, and plague number 9. Plague number 10, thunder voices and destroying earthquakes. This is part of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. We are not making this up. Okay, he lived in Texas. I mean, you would never thought there would be earthquake in Texas, or in this particular place in Texas, but it is. Of course, you know, this guy is a good Christian Trump country fellow, cowboy hat over there, the Holy Cross, our Holy Cross in here and stuff. But anyway,
we've had a big increase in the earthquakes. In the last 7 days, there's been like 61 of them.
Wow.
We didn't have this before now.
And now with earthquakes now a part of his new normal, Deville says his mind wanders about the worst possibilities.
Having somebody come dig me out from underneath the rubble.
Aye, aye, aye. Woo.
That's a fear. Help us.
Again, beloved, you can feel, let me enlarge this so the people can. You can feel the fear. This guy is honest right there. He's not putting a face like, well, you know, it's scientific. Yeah, our house is strong. If something happen, I'll get out of it. I'll come back. I'll rebuild. I'm strong. We are a tight-knit community. We do not fear. We know that Jesus is with me. This now, man, that guy tell you straight up, yo, I'm afraid of this. And the worst possibility is somebody coming in and dig my body under those rubble. I've seen the earthquake that happened in Haiti. I've seen them happen all over the world. And I don't want that happen here. And I'm afraid. Help us. As you can see, day by day, the 83 are becoming more humble now. They are becoming, hey man, I give up. Hey, I'm walking away from this because I can't fight that. I gotta get out of here.
I talked with the county commissioner this morning. He said he's going to talk to the county attorney, see what law's in effect, see if there's nothing to do.
Okay, so anytime those people get into trouble, they have to go to their authorities. Well, he can't go to the pastor and say, pray this Haitian way, but he went to the authority. What laws that you have, what policies and rules that you have that can benefit me from this earthquake? Remember, they have laws set up for themselves so they can move and be always in advance and be ahead of us. And they have those same laws are being put in there to keep us in certain area that they know that are prone to earthquakes so we can die. But the curse switch, man.
I don't have a line to the governor. They do. They can talk to somebody. They can help us somehow if they want to.
Well, they can't. They can't stop the earthquake.
Scurry County Judge Dan Hicks has declared a disaster and is requesting assistance from the state of Texas. If you are needing to report damage, please visit our website at KT.
Yeah. The dude like, yo, I'm afraid, son. There you go. He's the garbage. Well, it's caused by fracking in the nearby areas, not the windmills or fracking and stuff. Nah, man. This thing is caused by the angel and his prophecy. Let's keep on moving.
Officials in BC are gearing up for a worst-case scenario caused by a landslide, as well as an upcoming heat wave. For more on this, we're joined by CTV's Kamal Karamali. Kamal, heading into the long weekend, staying indoors might be a good plan for some people in Canada.
Yeah, two very different stories, but let's start off with that heat wave hitting the country coast to coast. We know Toronto is prepping for a big rise in temperatures throughout today and into possibly the weekend, but this is really happening from one end of the country to the other. Starting off west, the BC interior will see some intensely high temperatures. Same with southern Alberta, Saskatchewan, including Regina and Winnipeg, much of Ontario, the northern part, and Ottawa, and here in Toronto. Same for southern Quebec and much of Newfoundland, all seeing heat warnings today and some even into the weekend and through to Monday. The warnings vary by region, but for the most part, we're seeing temperatures rise to mid to high 30s with the Humidex values around 40 degrees. Now, the central and eastern parts of the country, the heat warnings there, once again, hitting today for the most part, but when we're talking about BC and Alberta, Melissa, we're expecting those heat warnings to go through the weekend and into Monday.
Wow, and here in Toronto, just that humidity, it just feels relentless.
This is in Canada, man, and you hear this thing is India, all over the world. It's just amazing that you got all those things going on and people are still worried about Kamala Harris or the Trump or the election. This dude, the fellow that we saw, the guy that had the problem with the earthquake, this dude don't want anything to do with the election or anything like that. He's worried about his body being found under the rubble. He's worried about him perishing this thing. And he has all the right to do so, because this is like, yo, this is scary, son. You got all those things going on. You got the heat going on, the earthquakes, the hailstorms. You got the hurricanes, typhoons, and all the cyclones, and all these storms all over. And people are worrying about some damn election. You got all this truth that are being brought out there, and folks acting like, well, I don't care. That has nothing to do with the reality that I'm living in, or at least try to live in it. Yeah, whatever you say, son. Okay, let's keep on moving.
Like we can't get a break from it. Yeah,
for sure.
So getting back to BC, what's the latest on the landslide there?
Yeah, so this is a very precarious situation. Just to give you a bit of a scene setter, so this river called the Chilcotin River is a tributary to the Fraser River, which goes north-south all the way from the interior of the province down to Vancouver. So if this a landslide that has created sort of a makeshift dam bursts, then it would increase river levels all the way from the interior of BC down to Hope and even down to the greater Vancouver area. So a very precarious situation. This landslide.
That's a good move to the next video, man.
Well, the park fire continues to burn in California as high temperatures and dry conditions have really just fueled these flames, and it has already been ranked among the top 5 largest in California state history. CBS News Bay Area reporter Kevin Coe joins me now. Kevin, thank you for being with us. Where do efforts stand right now?
Chico, California.
Well, Lindsay, I do want to share with you, because you mentioned that top 5 with the park fire, right? This morning here in Northern California, we now know that it is the 4th largest wildfire in California state history.
Well,
more acreage is burning, but we got 6,300 firefighters, more than that actually, just right behind me, up Highway 32, closer to the fire, battling the flames. However, they are facing an uphill battle with Mother Nature. Let me explain, but first, just starting with what you may be able to see around around me, right? The smoke, the air quality, unhealthy, hazardous, according to air quality indexes. But I also do want to mention the visibility is just absolutely poor. Aircrafts right now, they are not able to get over significant portions of the park.
So they can't. See, they are using their little airplane and the helicopters to try to extinguish this thing. And then when they can't, they fail, they come down, they walk around, and people, oh, they are heroes, they are this, they are that, and that. During my studies, I was trying to purchase this airplane. Let me show this to you. 1970 MiG-21. I love this plane, man. For sale? Yeah, not that much though. This one is for $50,000, right? Okay. They are selling this one for 50 G's. I love the MiG-21 and L-39 Albatross. I just love the MiG-21. I always wanted to buy this airplane. And whenever the Mighty One bless me, I'm just gonna, whenever those people are not here, which is gonna be very soon, I'm just gonna get a MiG-21 and start flying this thing. Like I said, whenever you are dealing with anything, any technologies always come out to energy. Those things burn a lot of energy. They're very fast though. This thing can fly at Mach 10, Mach 2, which means 2 times faster than the speed of sound. It can go over 1,300 miles an hour. So I love the MiG-21. The not the Mongolian though, the other one, the one that have the 2-seater. Okay, I love it because it is freaking fast. And ever since I was young, well, I'm still young, but you know what? Let's take this thing out. Let's just put MiG-21. They are not reliable though. They crash all the time. Okay, all right. Which one we're going to take? That one is good. So a MiG-21, I believe this one is French or Italian. No, I don't know. A MiG-21 is a very Pakistani. This is Pakistan. They still use. Okay, they are for sale. They are the most produced jet fighter. Okay, people call them fighter jet, but they are jet fighter. That's the proper name. I was trying to purchase one, you know, during my time studying and trying to become a pilot, so to speak. Not because that's why I'm trying to look for a job. It's just I always wanted to fly, and I have my own fighting jet. Jet fighter, or some kind of fast airplane. When I want to go places, I just jump in it. I just jump in it, put fuel in it. If I want to be in New York, it takes 4 hours to be in New York. In an hour and a half, I'm already in New York. That's why I wanted to get a MiG. However, doing my studies, and I find out the whole lies. Well, anyway, the whole fact that they have about aerodynamic, how airplane works, and I realized the airplane only fly because the ley line let them, though, because nature let them. Okay, those people are having issue trying to put the fire out with their aircraft, helicopters, or airplane because they cannot see. And if the condition is too dry, there is no lift. The airplane won't fly. There is no air. The ley line is not activated. Those things don't fly because of their own technology or engineering. That's not what that is. It's the ley line. Okay. Another one is the L-39 Albatross. Yeah, the L-39 Albatross. I freaking love the Albatross. L-39 for sale. They are less. This one can go 450 miles. Not that fast as the MiG-21, but they are more safe. They are safer and more reliable. This one is 35,000. I used to be into airplane all the time, but this is a 2-seater. This is a 1979 L-39 Albatross. which is nice. You know, if I could get one, I will get one. If one of you Gentiles out there get Big Levi jet fighter, you know, preferably get me. Bring you F-35B. F-35B. There you go. Get me a brand new F-35B, man. Oh, I love jet fighter. I love them. They just fast. Anyway, their technology, it doesn't work like, this is just a poor copy of our aircraft. You know, our super aircraft. You know, this is a F-35, there's F-16 and stuff like that. You know, I just want something that can travel really fast when I want to go places. I just jump on there and then oh man, but anyway, let's keep on moving. Their technology, they can't do that. The airplane, the helicopters, they can't see.
Park fire, obviously a major hurdle for firefighters. You mentioned the heat though, upper 90s into the hundreds expected today, into the weekend, and really into next week as well. Moisture levels very, very low, very dry like you mentioned too, and also the potential for thunderstorms. That can cause erratic fire behavior. Currently, right now, we are nearing 400,000 acres burnt from the park fire with 24% containment.
Wow, those are not good conditions. And thanks for bringing us that breaking news of it now being in the top 4. Before we let you go, in Southern California, the Nixon fire is burning. How big of a concern is that right now?
It's a big concern. It's a big concern.
When you compare it to what's happening here, it sounds like firefighters in Southern California have a better handle on it. But I do want to point out that there are evacuation orders in 2 counties. Keep in mind, the Nixon fire started in Riverside County. Anyone familiar with the Los Angeles area knows that's the Inland Empire, the IE, right? It started in Riverside County, but it's been moving and creeping into San Diego County, which is why you have evacuation orders in both of those counties. However, firefighters reported as of this morning that they actually have an increase in moisture levels. They will at least be tackling that fire for the next several days, but compared to here in Northern California, looking like a much brighter picture down south.
Okay, Kevin, a little bit of good news. Thank you.
Great glory. Let's keep on watch a little bit stuff right here.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
All right, like we mentioned before, always will. You can get the book. You can get the paperback, Kindle version, hardcover. It will depend on you. Only get it if it calls out unto you. All right, so with this book, you can figure out who's your guardian angel, what's your color, what's your metal, what's your prayer, what's your plant, what's your flower, and what's your stones, and the quantum computer part is not in there, the quartz. Maybe in the second edition we might talk about that, but it's a little bit too advanced, and we don't want to publish something we barely have understand of, so that's why we don't talk too much about the quantum computers unless it's in private. Okay, so how long we are into this? Oh, good Lord. Man, time flies so fast. Man, just begin this thing and then... Oh, man. All right, let's keep on moving. How is that is only... oh, yeah, okay. All right, let's keep on moving. Oops.
Unfortunately, death does happen here in Grand Canyon National Park.
Park officials confirming 20-year-old Abel Mejia fell to his death at the Grand Canyon on Wednesday.
In this specific area, this individual was hiking off trail, which is a pretty commonplace occurrence for a lot of our visitors here. Unfortunately, this individual accidentally fell from just west of Pipe Creek and fell approximately 400 feet into the canyon.
Mejia was a college student visiting Arizona from North Carolina. His university, Indiana Bible College, taking to Facebook to announce his passing, saying Mejia was known for his, quote, warm smile and gentle spirit.
On average, we do see about 10 to 15 deaths per year.
Joelle Baird, a spokesperson for the Grand Canyon National Park, tells me that while deadly falls do happen, they are rare.
The last fatal fall we had here in the park was in 2022 on the North Rim, and prior to that, here on the South Rim was in 2020.
Baird says there have been 9 deaths so far this year at the Grand Canyon. Some of the causes are still unknown. The others have been from either cardiac issues, natural causes, or suicide.
Boating accidents, even lightning can pose a hazard. So there's not one standout category. It's kind of distributed across a lot of different hazards here.
For those planning a trip, Baird says it's important to have a plan.
You have a conservative estimate of how far you're hiking, know your abilities, and certainly a key piece is just to stay on trail and try to maintain at least 6 feet from the edge of the canyon at all times.
Baird says Mejia's recovery was an intensive operation.
Okay. So, those people, it's just every single time this thing happens, well, you need to stay 6 feet away, make sure you got enough water, make sure that you walk a little shovel with you to dig a hole and drop that deuce. Don't try to stick your butt out of the cliff and try to push it down there. You can slip, and that's what happened to this fellow and stuff. But they never told those people, listen, we so-called 83 have a curse upon us. We need to stay our butt home. We cannot go places. You see those places we make fun of black folk for not hiking, swimming, and do dangerous sport because they had a curse upon them. If you get involved with those things, they would have easily died. And now we used to do all those bungee jumping and parachuting and hiking in those dangerous places. We used to be protected because we're under the blessing. Now the blessing, what you're calling white supremacy, is no more. And we need to be careful. Stay your butt home. Don't go out there. Don't go to this. Don't go to that. If you do this, you do that, you're going to die. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You guys don't say that. You don't. You act like as is everything is just about safety. Be careful. Watch where you're stepping. Yeah, whatever you say, man. Again, beloved, this thing is happening because of Genesis 15, verse 13. And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and they shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. 16:19, 2019. Right after 2019, jump in 2020. The entire world changed. The entire world changed. That's when we see all the dirt, the fear, the bravado, the nonsense of the Gentiles being put out, the fakery. Till this day, more and more are coming out. We give the Holy One great praise, great glory. Let us keep on moving. Right now, we are in Genesis 15, verse 14. And also, that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And the Holy One is judging the nation to the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. We saw the fiery conflagration, the sorrow, the earthquakes, and everything. It's all in there. The death, the excess death. Where's the good old Doc? Dr. John Campbell. Really? Dr. John Campbell, excess death. There you go. All right. The good old Doc been putting things out there, but you know, people don't care about what he's saying because he doesn't involve in politics or celebrity garbage. Okay, dementia. I would love to watch this, but anyway. African synergy. Let's watch dementia. The good old Docs usually have something good to say. Let's watch a minute or two.
Well, a warm welcome to today's talk, Monday the 22nd of July. Now, today I want to look at the relationship or possible relationships that are emerging between mRNA COVID vaccines, actually all COVID vaccines, but particularly the mRNA vaccines, and cognitive decline and dementia. Now, with conditions like dementia that are pretty common already, or cognitive decline, which is very common, it's harder to pick out anything that might have a particular cause. So fortunately, we're looking at a study today from South Korea with well over 500,000 participants, which gives pretty convincing correlational evidence, fairly good correlations at least, that there is an association between mRNA vaccines and mild cognitive decline and dementia, Alzheimer's disease specifically. But before we do that, let's look at a clip from Mr. Biden in 2022.
From some of America's top pharmacies, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aids, Albertsons. And we're here with a simple message. Get vaccinated. Update your COVID vaccine. It's incredibly effective, but the truth is not enough people are getting it. We've got to change that so we can all have a safe and healthy holiday season. That's why I'm getting my shot updated today. You're not giving me a shot.
No, I'm not giving you
All right.
For vaccines?
Say again?
Do you think it's a mistake in New York to withdraw vaccine mandate for 5 and
No, I don't think. That's a local judgment.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wouldn't say Mr. Biden was particularly crisp on that occasion, but he was coherent and answering questions spontaneously. I think we can see that there's been some decline in the more recent videos that we've seen. Interesting to see that Dr. Fauci declined to give him his injection. And we also noticed that the nurse giving the injection didn't aspirate as per protocols, but one that we consider needs looked at to potentially amend it. Now let's get straight on to the details of this study now from South Korea. Well, we'll start off with some of the results of this study to see if you want to watch the rest of the video. But the results were, when they compared the vaccinated with the unvaccinated, there was an increased incidence of mild cognitive impairment.
Oh boy, we're just going to stop right here when it comes to this thing because you know how YouTube do his thing. But the good old Doc always tell the truth concerning this matter. So we're going to proceed and move to the next video.
We begin with breaking news in the Vermont Square neighborhood of South LA. A man is in critical condition after being shot in the head. Happened around 12:15 this morning near the area of West Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and South Kansas Avenue. Police say the victim was driving when he was shot. He ended up crashing into two parked vehicles. No word yet on a motive for the shooting or a description of the suspect.
All right, plague is out there.
Whitney here, we are still seeing a lot of cars driving through this water. Another truck is just blowing past this barrier right now. Ooh, they're actually turning around. But that water department truck that was here when we talked to you at 5:30 actually put all of these cones back up. You can see this car driving through another area where someone hit a cone and moved it out of the way. They did it the same with the two barriers on the very left as well. Cars are just hitting these barriers and blowing right down Hoover. And if we can look on Hoover here, you can see all of this water. Just this street is completely flooded with cars stalled out towards the other end. There's about 5, maybe 6 cars with either lights flashing or just completely stopped. We actually talked to one person who had to push through this as well. And there are more.
We talk about this. Please don't do this. Whenever you get caught up in one of those quote-unquote storm, park your car on a high ground, wait it out. Wait it out, man. Don't try to drive into it. Wait it out. Just park there and then wait it out. If you can make the rest of the journey on foot, do it. Don't risk the car, man. The car will stop. You will pay more money. It's gonna be bad. Then again, beloved, this is in Detroit, Metro Detroit. You know, I'm a big fan, a huge fan of Detroit. I love Detroit. I don't know why, but I have felt there's a great connection between me and Detroit, like Detroit, Alaska, North Carolina, some part of California, especially Northern California, Guam, Hawaii, North Dakota, which I was there. I worked there for a few years. But yes, I am particularly drawn to Buffalo, New York also, and those places. But this is Detroit. This is Metro Detroit, the hood, and it's flooded. All right, it's flooded. It's everywhere. And don't do this, beloved. Don't try to drive your car and that stuff like that, okay? This is not just happening in Fort-Lauderdale or down south. It's everywhere, beloved, okay? It's everywhere. The land, INRI, Igne Natura, Renovatur, Integra, by fire, everything is renewed. So fire is renewing everything. Of course, this is flooding, but everything is being renewed. The land is renewing itself, all right? Let's keep on moving. Okay, I think we watch this. Oh, no. Sutherland. Okay, horses are easily spooked, man. And I don't know what kind of police officers brought horses to a protester, loud siren. The horses are confused. You know? And that's what you Gentiles are doing, you know? Try to get a rise at each other. You got those dogs barking, but no bites. That's all going at each other's throat. Stop mass immigration. You guys are being evicted. There you go. That's what you guys do. You know, try to get a rise at each other, flip a few cars here and there, and then just stand there like, you know, they got how you guys standing. Anyway, whatever, man.
He's the kind of friend where if you would ask any of those friends.
All right, there you go. Just enlarge this so you can see this number around this fellow's neck. We are not making this up.
They would say, "That's my best friend."
Leslie Jackson Tobin says her husband, Lorenzo Tobin, was hired to help take a group of people out on Lake Michigan for a birthday party.
Lorenzo didn't know the people whose birthday it was. He was just there kind of like as a deckhand.
She's trying to piece together what happened Friday evening when the yacht capsized and sank minutes after leaving 31st Street Harbor.
Honestly, it makes me angry. I'm angry because this shouldn't have happened. You know, my husband could swim very well.
She says people who witnessed it all unfold told her her husband was working to save passengers, getting people life jackets amidst the chaos.
He's a hero. Even if he had not been on that boat, but had been just walking by, he would have done the same thing.
But the brother could swim.
Lorenzo was missing for nearly 2 days. His body pulled from the lake after his cousin spotted him while they were at the scene Sunday afternoon.
Somebody knows something. We just want somebody to give us some steps.
Yeah,
on what
because
happened.
this is weird. The guy can't swim. The guy couldn't swim. What happened here?
His wife says she hasn't spoken to the captain of the yacht since Friday evening, nor does she know the owner of the boat. Now she's pushing for answers.
And the fact that he helped people and he's the only one that did not make it. I'm angry.
Most likely they get rid of the brother and then they sink the boat and make it look like, hey, we have a problem and stuff like that. This is weird, man. It's happening in Detroit. Lake Michigan? Is that what that is? Well, Lake Michigan over there. It's bad. Hey, hang on. Is Lake Michigan fresh water? Yes. Lake Michigan is the largest freshwater body of water entirely with the United States, the second largest Great Lake by volume, and the sixth largest freshwater lake in the world. What is the largest freshwater lake in the world? Is it in Russia? Yeah, Russia. Lake Baikal. Lake Baikal Mermaid. There we go. Or Alien. There you go. This is the stuff that they encounter in the lake and the Russian try to capture them. The entities that live in the lake. They have some in Detroit too, in Lake Michigan. They are there. Okay, they are there. The Undines, they are there. They are terrifying creatures, but you know, they meant you no harm. It's not like they're going to harm you, but they don't look that beautiful. All right. Yeah, so anyway, this is weird there, man. This is weird. How long we are into this thing? Okay, I think we got another 5 more minutes. We're good.
Take a look at your screen if you can, because this is the family of a missing woman. She has Alzheimer's disease, and they are turning to the community, to you, for help. A silver alert has been issued for 81-year-old Carol Tormey, who disappeared Sunday night. She was last seen in Fort-Lauderdale on South Ocean Lane near 15th, possibly driving a black Chevy Colorado truck that's a pickup. Today, Carol's husband, children, and grandchildren, they gathered at a Fort Lauderdale shopping center to hand out flyers, hoping to create some leads.
This has been going on since Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What is today? Friday. I don't even know. I thought it was Thursday. We need the public's help, please. Imagine not seeing your mom in 5 days and knowing she's out in the public somewhere. And she's like a 4-year-old girl. She can't speak. She doesn't know her name.
That is so tough. This family asks again, if you see Carol, call 911. Again, this is the photo you see here on the screen.
Okay, they found her. She was 81. You know what to do. 81. Crazy. Now this is oh boy, hang on. Okay, this is in Saudi Arabia. How long? That was 8 hours ago. Okay, this is in Saudi Arabia. All those places. All right. Let me see. Let's get a little song going on into this. All right. So let's watch this and give the mighty one good glory. Yeah. All praise to the Most High. Let the heaven declare His glory. All praise. Yahweh. All praise. All praise. Yahweh. All praise to the Holy Spirit. Let the earth honor her wisdom. All praise. Yahweh. All praise. All praise. Yahweh. All praise to the Most High. Let the angels sing great glory. All praise. Yahweh. All praise. All praise. Yahweh. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh. Acknowledgement to our brother Yahweh Shai. Great love to the Ruach Kadesh. Hallelujah. Honor and respect to Yasharala. This is your brother Big Levi, a humble servant from the priesthood of the Most High. You can't beat the master chess player. 83's pulpit player, dogma, leading the ship to the slaughter. Psalm 75:8, Lamentation 4:21, precept like Isaiah. The word to the wicked cause nausea. Priesthood of Mahan give you Cesare Borgia. He is in fact the Antichrist, not the Savior. Vladimir Putin knows who's the true Messiah. Whether they pray in Mecca, burning incense to Buddha, whether it's a low average Joe and they live from high, they all know who we are. The great, beautiful, sweet apple of his eye. All praise to the Most High. Let the heaven declare His glory. All praise, Yahweh. All praise, all praise, Yahweh. All praise to the Holy Spirit. Let the earth honor her wisdom. All praise, Yahweh. All praise, all praise, Yahweh. All praise to the Most High. Let the angels sing great glory. All praise, Yahweh. All praise, Yahweh. Many take care for Babylonia. Conflagration of the city of Kenosha. Fiery plague in West Coast America. Wildfire rampant in California. From Santa Rosa to Pasadena. War lack of corona. Rumors of war, China and India. Actual fake war between Asia and Hezbollah. Gossip of America, squabble with Russia. Genesis 15:13 is fulfilled, hallelujah. Acts 7 verse 6, back it up, praise Jah. Revelation 13:10 is your karma. Our Father is Alpha, He is Omega. Revelation 1:8, Abayata Wada. With the righteous do our mea culpa. Let us all praise His name in a cappella. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh. All praise to the Most High. Let the heaven declare His glory. All praise, Yahweh. All praise, Yahweh. All praise to the Holy Spirit. Let the earth honor her wisdom. All praise, Yahweh. All praise, Yahweh. All praise to the Most High. Let the angels sing great glory. All praise, Yahweh. All praise, Yahweh. All praise to the Most High. Let the heaven declare His glory. All praise, Yahweh. All praise, Yahweh. All praise to the Holy Spirit. Let the earth honor her wisdom. All praise, Yahweh. All praise, Yahweh. All praise to the Most High. Let the angels sing great glory. All praise, Yahweh. All praise, Yahweh. All right. So, yeah, we got everything we need to have here. So, you can get the book. We highly recommend, if the book is calling on to you, if you want to know about your guardian angel, you want to know about your colors, your day, your metal, your flowers, plants, stones, and, well, when they're talking about stone, they're talking about KC, of course. When we look at the, excuse me, when we look at the 12 tribe breastplate, there we go.
According to Wikipedia, according to the biblical description, the 12 jewels in the breastplate were each to be made from specific minerals, none of them the same as another, and each of them representative of a specific tribe, whose name...
So the 12 tribes are 12 crystals. That's what that is. They are not stone. See, back then they didn't have the word for crystal stones. Like David used a stone to kill Goliath. It's a crystal, okay? They are 12 crystals. Not that what they are showing you here, but they are 12 crystals, okay? And their name is correct, but the stones that they put in there, that's not what that is. It's coded, all right? It's 12 stones that come together and form a huge stone, okay, which is a huge quantum computer. But nonetheless, beloved, we will leave you with this, and then we'll say shalom.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.